Hello everyone, today we are gonna solve flattened binary tree to linked list. So in this problem, we have a root of a binary tree and we have to make a linked list where our node right should point to its next element. So we do not have to create a new linked list. We have to just change the links to make it like this. So how do we have to change this? For every node our left should points to null and our right should points to the next node. And how do we decide this next node will be decided by pre-order traversal. So what will be pre-order traversal of this? If you do not know what is pre-order traversal, so I would recommend you to first watch pre-order traversal video, then comes to it. So the pre-order traversal of it will be 1, 2. So pre-order is simply first we go to root, then we go to left, then we go to right. So here this is my root. So first root, then right, then first root, then left, and then right. Right is 5, 6. So this is how my order will be, and this is how my list is looking like. So you can see that all left is null and all right is its next element. So how do we gonna solve this? So we have three approaches. First one is iterative, then we will solve it recursive, and in the last we will understand what is Morris traversal. So first let's understand how we can solve it using iterative approach. Now how do we do a pre-order traversal using stack? So what we do in stack, first of all we put our root. So I am pushing my root into my stack, and then what I do, I pop it from here and I take my current node here. Then what I do, I push, first of all I will push my right here and then left, so that I have my left. While popping I will have my left first. So now once I push this right and left here, what I will do, I will mark my current left as null. So this is pointing to null, and this right, what this is right points to, its right points to if my stack is not empty, so its top value. So its top value is 2. So my right is pointing to 2. Now after that what I will do, I will pop my current top, and after popping current top, what I will do, first of all I will push my right. So 2's right is 4. So I will push right here and then it's left, and after pushing them I will make my left is null and its next element will be my top is 3. So once I make this, what I will do, I will again pop, and after popping, first of all I will add left is null, so I will not add, and right is also null, so I will not add. So what I will do, I will make its left null and its right will be current top, which is 4. So after making this, what I will do, I will pop this 4, and once I pop, what I will do, first of all left and right, which is null, so I will post nothing here. Then what I will do, I will point its left to null and its right. What its right will be? Its right will be top, and top is 5. So I will, now what I will go, I will again pop here. So once I pop from here, this will be my its left. Do we have its left? No. Do we have its right? Yes. So we will push its right here, and now once we do that, we mark its left to null and its right will be 6. Its right will be 6, which is our stack drop. So then we will pop from here 6, and once I pop 6 here, so what I will do, I will mark its left and right should push there, but it is null, so I will not push anything. Now finally I will make this null, and its right is there is nothing, so it will remain null. So this is how my, and once my stack is empty, I will return my root. So I will return this, and you can see that I have make my binary tree to a linked list. So this is our iterative solution, and now let's check out the code. So this is our code where we first checking if it is null, so we will return without doing anything. But if it is not null, then we will use this stack, and where I will put my root. After that I will iterate and traverse my binary tree. So how do I traverse? First of all I pop my current element, and after popping current element I will push its right. First I will push it right, then I will push it left. After doing that, if I have my stack, if there is element in stack, then I will mark my current nest stack stop, and then what I will do, I will make my current left null. So this is how I will solve. So what will be my time complexity? So my time complexity will be of n, and my space complexity will be also of n for using that stack as extra space. So now let's check out how we can solve this problem recursively. So solving this problem recursively, what is my intuition is, so if you see that this is my binary tree, this is my binary tree. So I am saying this is my root and this is my left subtree and this is my right subtree. So what I will do, if you see, it's how does it looking like in linked list. So in linked list, first we have a root, then we have its left subtree, and then we will have its right subtree. Okay, so what I will say, I will say, hey, first of all, solve this. First of all, you solve your right. Once you solve your right, once you make your right perfect, then you solve it for left. Once you solve it for right, then solve it for left. Once you solve right and left, then I will solve it for root. So what I am gonna do is, first of all, I will make my this linked list to a flat. I will make this binary tree to linked list. Then I will make this as a linked list. So you see, this is my 5 6. So if my 5 is this, so in that case, what I will do, first of all, I will make this list as this. Once I made this, what I will say, then I will make this as a flat. So this flat will be look like this, 2 3 4. So once this is done, what I will do, I will point this 4 to its next, this 5. And my left is done, my right is done. Once my left and right is done, what I will do, this 1 is right now pointing to its right, is pointing to this 5. So what I will do, I will make its right pointing to left, this. So pointing to next, which is 2, and its left will be pointing to null. So this is how I will solve. Now let's check out the code to understand it more clearly. So here, what I am doing actually, I am using this previous, which will store my previous pointer, and then what I am doing is, first of all, I will go to my right, then I will go to my left, and then I will make this link. So let's do a dry run to understand it. So let's say right now I will call my root. So my root is, let's say this is function f and root is 1. So this will call, this function will call, is it null? No. So it will call its right. So its right is f5, and it will call it also its right, f6, and its f6 will call its right, which is null. So it will return, so its right will return. So once its right is written, it's go to its left, which is also written. Okay, because it is null. So one is left and right is done. What it will do, right now my previous is pointing to null. So now what I will do, my previous, first of all, my root right, my current root, that is root right, will point to null, previous, which is null. So this will point to null, and its root left is also pointing to null, which is already so. And after doing so, what will happen, my previous will be 6. So I will make this previous 6. Now after doing this, my this f6 is done. What I will do, for f5, my right is done. Now I will go to its left, which is also null, so it will also done. So after doing right and this, what I will do, after doing this, I will make this node. I will make my root right pointing to previous, and previous is 6, so it is already pointing this, and make this pointing to null, which is already. So now what I have to do, my previous will be 5. Now my previous will be 5. So after doing that, what I have to do is, my f5 is done. F5 is done, that means my right side of f1 is done. Now I have to go to its left side. So left side is 2. I will go to 2. Once I go to 2, so from 2, I will go to its right. Now you understand why I am going to right. Because in what I have to do is basically its last element. What will be its last element? Its last element will be right element, because we have to do pre-order. In pre-order, first we do left, then root, then right. So its rightmost element will point to my this 5. So what I am gonna do, and what how I will make sure this is my 5, how I will store this, I will store this with the help of this previous. So now this my f2 is pointing calling my f4, it's right. Now its left is null, so it will return nothing, and it will return nothing. So what I will do, I will make my 4 right. My 4 right will point to previous. So what will happen, this 4 right points to previous means this 4 is pointing to this. 4 right is pointing to this, and its left is pointing to null. And what will be now my previous? Now previous will be 4. Our work is done. Our main work was how I will link my left substrate to right substrate, and this is done with the help of this previous. Once this is done, now how my trace look like? It look like this. Now what I have to do is, once f4 left right is done, then we will call its left. Its left is f3, f2 left. So for left, what I will do? First thing I will is this is null. So what we will do? I will go to its root. So its root right will goes to previous. So this root right is previous. My previous is 4, so this will point to this. And now my root left is null. This is null, and my previous will be 3. Now my previous will be 3. So you can see how my tree is looking like. Now what I have to do actually? I have to break this link, and I have to make this right should points to 3. So what I will do? So f3 is done. So we can say f2 right is done, left is done. Now for this f2, what we have to do? Root right should point to previous. So this root right, which is pointing to 4, it will point to 3. Now it will point to 3. Now the next thing I have to do, this should point to null, this string points to null. So this is pointing to null. I can say now this is pointing to null. The last thing I have to do, I have to update my previous. I will update my previous so that this should also point to this. Now what I have to do? My f2 is also done. F2 is also done. So what I can say, for f1, my right is done, left is done. So my f1, what I will do? I have to make this right should point to 2. And how do I get this 2? From this previous. So what I will do? I will move this link, and this right will point to this. A root right points to previous, and this I will break this link, and this one left should be null. So this is null, and finally previous is my root. So I have my previous as 1, but I do not have to return anything. This is of void type. So finally if you see that, then 1 is pointing to 2, 2 is pointing to 3, 3 is pointing to 4, 4 is 5, and 5 is 6. And this is all of them is pointing its right, and left is null. So this is how we can solve this problem in recursive way. And what is our time and space complexity? So time complexity will be often for you for this traversing all binary tree, and space complexity will also often for this functional call stack managed by the this recursion. So we have understand both iterative and recursive solution. In iterative we solve it using stack. Now let's see how we can solve in iterative without using stack, and that is known as our Morris traversal. That we solve using space complexity will be of 1 in our Morris traversal. So now let's understand that. So how do we solve this problem using Morris traversal? So what we do in Morris traversal? So let me know one thing. What we are doing is, so here what we are doing is, we are taking one pointer current which will point to this, and we are taking one pointer last. So what does last means is, last means our last of this last subtree. So the last of last subtree should point to what? Its current right. So last of right now last of subtree will be this 4. So this should point to this. So what we are doing in Morris traversal is, we make our left subtree right to current right. This is the basic thing. So what we have to do, the left the rightmost node of left subtree should point to the right node of current. So let's see how we can solve it using the code. So what we are doing here is, if this is our root, if it is null, so we will return it. Otherwise we will take our current which will point to our root, and take our last which is right now pointing to null. So this current is pointing to 1, and this last is pointing to null. Okay, so now what we are doing here is, if we have current left, then what we will do right now, see, I am here, my current left is this, I have current left. So what I will do, I will go to its rightmost child. So if I have this, then I am pointing this last to 2 and go to its rightmost child. So where is rightmost child? If we have its right, yes we have, then we will go to its 4. Now do we have any right? No, we don't have. Now what we will do, from here I will make last right to current right. So this right will make this. I make this link. Now what I have to do, this current right should point to current left. So I will break this link and I will break this link and I will make this link. So its left is pointing to 2, its right is pointing to 2. So what I can say is right is pointing to this. Now after this left should point to null. So I remove this link. Now this is done. Yes, this is done. So now if I write this code, so you can see that this 2 is pointing to, right now this 2 is pointing to 3. This 2 is pointing to 3 and this 2 is pointing to 4. Right is pointing to this 4. You can say, and this 4 is pointing to 5. 4 right is pointing to 5. So right now it is look like this. Okay. So what I have to do, now my current will point to its right. So from here, what will be current right? Now current right will be this 2. So now I comes to this. Sorry, it is last was 4. My last was 4. Okay. So now what I am from here, I will again go. So current is this. So do I have a left? Yes. 3 is there. So what I will do? First of all, I will make this right. Its right points to this last right. Okay. And then what I will do? I will make this 2 right. So it points to this 2 right should points to this. Now the only thing, I will remove its left and make it points to null. Okay. So now if you see, this become our flat linked list. Now do we have any node which have this current left? So if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, no, we do not have any that have left. So this is our simple solution, which will take our space time complexity of O of n, but space complexity of O of 1. We do not use any extra space here. So this is the benefit of using Morris traversal over normal stack or BFS DFS traversal. So using stack or queue, we will if we use Morris traversal, we do not need to use any extra space. I hope you understand all the 3 solutions. If it helps you, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching.